A big question on every association's mind is, how do you turn a new member into a lifelong member? And a big piece of that is year one, the first year that they become a member with you. Hi, I'm Monica Groh, Executive Director with The Solution, and we're talking today about new member onboarding. Now, why is this important? Well, because you want to make sure that every member is equally informed, engaged, and understands how they can experience the value that your association provides. So step number one, first and foremost, have a plan in place. Know when you are reaching out and how. Get input from your membership committee and put everything in place so that every new member experiences the same high quality and personal outreach from your association. Believe me, don't just wing it, because undoubtedly you will forget who you've reached out to and when, and quite frankly, some new members can get lost in the shuffle. So the first thing I suggest is create a welcome packet that can be sent either electronically or perhaps in the mail with some kind of a goodie from your association, like a sticker or a t-shirt or something like that. And the welcome packet could include a handful of things. Number one, a letter from your president, a personal letter from them welcoming them to the community and giving them some highlights of what is to come in the year ahead. The second thing you might want to include is, what are some major dates of your association? When are the conferences? When are the events? When are the new member orientations that they need to know about? And the third thing is, have an instruction sheet for what new members should do first with your association. Maybe it's create an online profile. Maybe it's, again, join a new member orientation. What are those 5 first things that they need to do in order to jump headfirst into becoming a member of your community? The second thing I would do is schedule touch points throughout the year. So many membership databases allow you to schedule out emails. So after that new member welcome letter and packet goes out, try to schedule emails and touch points, let's say every month, every other month, and keep them short and to the point. Okay, maybe each email highlights one particular program or one particular opportunity for them to engage with, right? Keep it short, think of Twitter. Right? No more than 1 or 2 sentences, include graphics, things like that. But if they're spread out throughout the year, they're not as overwhelming and they're not in a big, long, detailed, email or letter. Let's talk social media. Many times for our clients, one of the first things that we do is we make sure that we send them a friend request or a connection request, whether it's on Facebook or LinkedIn, so that when you give them a new member shout out, you welcome them to your association, you can tag them so they can see that, forward it on to, let's say, their connections, or it comes up in their feed. So always do a new member welcome if you can on social media. It's a great way to just kind of have fun and give them a positive vibe for joining your group. If you can, have a board member call them or have a membership committee member call them. Have a personal connection, a conversation about what's to come, what they need, and have that information come back to you as staff, so you know that member is particularly interested in, let's say, education or continuing education or networking or legislative activities, things like that. You can then tag that in your membership database. And lastly, if it's in your budget, everyone gets so many electronic things now, it might be worth sending them a physical letter, again, or a goodie to remind them about who you are and why they're so important to you. So again, new member onboarding is extremely important to associations. We have a lot more tips and we're very happy to help you put those in place.